This story is about Ife Sinachi Onyekiri, also known as Fish Magnet. Ife Sinachi is a businessman and a social media influencer that just lost his life, and this is how it happened. He is based in Anambra State in Awka South local government area, and that very fateful day on the 27th of July 2025, Ife Sinachi, also known as Fish Magnet, left his residence to go do his normal dealings. As he was carrying out his normal dealings, he was unaware that he was being tailed. He was being followed by some unknown kidnappers, by some unknown men that was tailing him. So he did all his runnings. So it was already 10:30 when he reached back to his apartment. As he got into the gate, they locked the gate. He went into his apartment, not knowing that those people that have been following him still followed him to his house. As they followed him to his house, they started knocking on the door. They started trying to force themselves into the compound, and they got access into the compound. As they got into the compound, they saw Ife Sinachi, also known as Fish Magnet, and immediately they wanted to kidnap him. They wanted to take him, but there was a little bit of struggle, and one of the men shot Ife Sinachi on the leg. As they shot him on the leg, they pulled him, they dragged him, and forcefully took him inside his own Corolla car. They took him inside his Corolla car and drove away. As they drove away, residents were hearing gunshots. Residents were hearing a lot of sound that entails that there was a struggle. So everybody was scared to intervene. They took Ife Sinachi away and whisked away. Immediately, the family of Ife Sinachi involved the police. As they involved the police, they told the police what has happened, and the police started an investigation. Police wanted to track his phone and to see where his location was, but unfortunately, that didn't help, because after 3 days, the people who kidnapped him from his residence reached out to the family. Within that 3 days, they reached out to the family and told the family that they needed a ransom for his release. Already he has been shot on his leg and he was already bleeding, and the family was eager to get back their loved one, so they decided to raise the ransom to give the kidnappers that just kidnapped him. As they raised the ransom to give the kidnappers, the amount wasn't specified how much they raised or how much the kidnapper asked for, but they gave the kidnappers some certain amount of money. As they gave the kidnappers money, the kidnappers decided to do something awful. Instead of releasing Ife Sinachi to go to the hospital to get medical treatment to save his life, instead they ended his life. They killed him and dumped his body on the street, and immediately 3 days passed when they dumped his body. People saw the body and they contacted the police, and everybody discovered that it was Ife Sinachi that was kidnapped. He was known on the social media space for his business. He sells catfish, and he just influenced his business online, and everybody loved him because what he does is a legitimate business to build himself, to actually help other people to also build themselves, because he has staffs that he helps, and his life was taken away by these unknown men, by this unknown assailant that just took his life away. I believe that those people who took his life away planned this for a long period of time. They knew that that was his house. They knew that they wanted to kidnap him, and they also knew that they were going to end his life. Not only kidnapping him, but to also end his life. Because if they were only planning on kidnapping him, they wouldn't have shot his leg in his compound. But no, they shot his leg in his compound and took him away inside his own car, dumped his own car, and continued with another different car, or took him to the forest. I don't really know how they used in escaping after dumping his own Corolla car, but that's what they did. Police has actually recovered the car, but I was believing or thinking that maybe forensics will actually kick in and they will check the car for maybe DNAs, or if that facilities is actually available in Nigeria. But we don't know. We're still hoping, because the Anambra government and the police has said they were going to really put in effort to catch the people that actually committed this crime. This is a very, very sad story because it is blowing up on the internet. A lot of people know him for his resilience, for his hard work, and for making sure that his business grows to wherever height he was actually aiming for. It's a very, very sad news, and a lot of people are very, very bitter after hearing this news. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. I tell true crime stories like this, and I'll keep you guys updated if anything comes out. I'll see you guys on the next one.